Hello everyone, welcome to technology. We are in the review week. We have finished with our course. So this week we are just going to review what we have learned in this trimester. As you can see, the objective of this trimester was to work on building websites with HTML and CSS. And in fact, we have our end product. This is the last project that we did to build this simple static website. And to reach this point, we went through many steps. We did many things. And today we're just going to go through it a bit and see what we have covered. We have talked about HTML5 and CSS3. We saw the difference between HTML and CSS3. You remember this video that explains the difference between HTML and CSS3. And after that, we dive deeper in HTML as the first part. We saw some HTML foundations like sound, HTML foundations. We saw how to create a basic web page without any CSS. We talked about most critical HTML tags. We saw how to set up your work with HTML and how to view your page. And this video was about the history of HTML and web page. You created your first web page actually. And we talked about validations, and we saw a website, validator.w3.org, that can help you to validate your code. And after that, we worked on managing information with lists and tables. You guys learned how to make ordered and ordered lists, nested lists, and build definition lists, basic tables, and using row span and call span attributes. And we talked about, this was about building table, all these things. You worked on spanning rows and columns. We saw many things about making connections with things. You used the A tag to make to build anchor to build lists. We talked about adding images in HTML. We used IMs, and we saw image format type, and we worked on adding audio and videos. We saw the audio tag and the video tag with the source. And the second part of the course was styling with CSS, where you were introduced to the style elements. You were introduced to how to add style tags, modifying your page dynamically, specifying foreground and background colors. We saw the hrefs, reference, cascading style sheet rules, and how to properly type HTML or CSS rules. And we saw different ways to define colors in CSS, the hex value, RGB, and HSL, and specifying colors in CSS like color attribute, and styling text, introducing fonts and typefaces, the different way to add CSS in the HTML. We first started with the embedded, and then we later on shift to external style sheets, which was we used the link to link the style sheets to our HTML. And we saw some property commonly used in CSS for styling text like font size, font style, all the way to letter and word spacing. And we used the coding with the class and style. And yeah, this is it. Now all the videos are on the all the video are in the YouTube. if you go to FLA Technology YouTube channel and you click on playlists, if you have missed any video, just go on grade 8 to 9. You see all the videos are there from start to finish. You see on the list we have all the videos that we have covered so far. So if you go there, you are going to see all the videos. If you have missed something, all of them are there, and you can rewatch them. And for the lesson, I have used some books. I have used 2 books. I used HTML and CSS all in one for dummies. This book is a bit outdated because some contents are a bit outdated, but still others are relevant, and I use this book as a guideline for my course. And I have also I used also a second book called it's in French, Apprenez à créer votre site web avec HTML and CSS. These are the 2 books that I used to create my lessons. And I also use some YouTube content. Let me go to YouTube. Some YouTube content, and like this one, beginner's guides, web development. This one is very interesting, and I'd like you, if you have time, if you want to continue further, to use this YouTube channel created by Academint. So I'd like you to work on this one. All the links are in your Class Dojo posts. So this is a complete lesson. It goes from HTML all the way to JavaScript. So if you go through all this lesson, you will have a mastery of HTML, CSS, and a bit of JavaScript, and you will make a complete website. And beside that, we have this CSS crash course for absolute beginners. You know, in our course we haven't seen everything about CSS, so I'd like you, if you have time, to go through this lesson, CSS crash course. It's created by Travesty Media. So this one too is interesting, and these 2 lessons, these 2 videos content. So this is it for our course. We have made it to the end. If you have some troubles, as I said, you have to just go through all the videos, or you can use these videos too from Beginner's Guide Web Development. And if you want to dive deeper in your HTML and your CSS, you have to work on this. So thus far in our lessons, I think you guys know a lot about HTML. It's the CSS part that you have to dive deeper. So if you have time during the summer vacations, if you want, it's just a suggestion, you can work on your CSS just to develop or improve your CSS, and then if you want to go further, you are going to work on JavaScript, and I think this course will help you out. So this is it, guys, for this review, today's review. And if you have time, as I said, you can go through all these lessons that I have showed you in HTML in YouTube. So thank you very much for watching, and bye.